Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to part 12 of Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the PS1. In this edition, we are going to be following the spiders through the Forbidden Forest. And looky what we have here. More giant orange snails. Which are easy to defeat with the Flipendo spell. 2 normal ones or a fully charged one. But yes, this is where the game starts getting tough, because, well, this is the actually the penultimate stage of the game, I suppose you could say. So, yeah. One thing I actually forgot to mention about Verdimillious Dewar, it's actually not quite as useless as it was in the first game, because, here we actually have to Here we actually have to use it for some platforms in the Forbidden Forest, so yeah. So basically here, those spiders, they're pretty easy to defeat. All you have to do is basically just cast Flipendo whenever, you know, they fire their webs at you. Be sure to avoid them though, you know, don't be doing it on the Quiz Gamer. And also, there's also a bit of target locking you can do here as well. And of course, there are actually multiple paths you can take here. And one of them, I believe, contains a wizard card, but we're not going to be going to those until we've killed these spiders, so yeah. There we are. Use Incendio to take this out. And I believe, yeah, I was going to say this is just a potion. But since we're low on health, we probably could use some Wiggenwell potions, so yeah. But yes, I think there's only one other frustrating part of this game that we have to get over with, and that's not going to be until the final section, so yeah. Now I suppose you're wondering, oh, but Mr. Crazy Gamer, there's some sections of the game that you've missed out on. You still haven't got 100%. What are you going to do there, huh? Oh, well, after we've done the Forbidden Forest, we're actually going to be going back to getting all of those getting all the stuff that we missed before we go into the Chamber of Secrets. Yes. And crap. Yeah, that's what happens if you you know, walk into an enemy's corpse as soon as you defeat them before it disappears. So yeah, you get hurt. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. I used to get hurt, which I think eventually resulted in me dying. So yeah.
And you shall see the light.
Alright, see you then. So basically, you've got to. What that means is, stand here. You'll see a light. The Verdimillious light. Cast Verdimillious, but hurry up because you only have a certain amount of time, of course, with a Verdimillious spell to jump on the platforms required to advance. So yeah, we just skipped 2 there because we're a boss. So, yeah. Chocolate frog there. Another spider, easily taken care of. Don't need that chocolate frog there because our health is full. Bloody good thing we got that. Yeah, bloody good thing we got that. Wiggenwell potion. But yeah, you need to cast Verdimillious there again. Verdimillious Dewar is actually really useful here because it's, as you saw there, it's used to get to a secret hidden area, which I believe contains the wizard card for this. Yeah. There we are. cast Incendio Duo here. And yep, just another Wiggle potion, but there's a wizard card as well. Ah, good old Dumbledore. But yes, we now have 20 wizard cards, which means we now have enough famous witches and wizards cards to face the final Founder Duelist of the Founder Duels. So yeah. But of course, before we do the final stage of the game, there are some loose ends we're going to be tying up. So yeah. Right. So cast Verdimillious here. And cast you need to cast Verdimillious here as well. Be quick, jump across, and there we are. Alright, then this next section, I believe, yeah, I believe this is the final proper section of the level. Like what thingy section. You'll see what I mean whenever we get to the next part. Using Incendio on this web. Oh wait, no, we've still got this bit here. Never mind. We're going to be getting to the difficult section in a bit anyway, so yeah. I also actually remember playing the PC version of this game as a kid, but I won't be LPing that anytime soon because for some reason I can't find a good capturing program to capture my PC games. Because, I got Hypercam recommended to me, but every time I tried using that, the game would be on the top left-hand corner of the screen, and as well as that, it would lag and be out of sync, so yeah. Alright, here. Basically, we have some mountain trolls that we need to get past. This can be hard as hell if you don't know what to do. I mean, it's not, you know, impossibly hard, but the thing is, if you fail here, you have to start over. So, yeah, and also, but it's not too hard. It's as long as you follow the path that the trolls take. So, yeah. And we're getting lagged now for some reason. Don't know why. Fine. Oh, don't want that troll to see us. Let's go. Oh crap, we're done for. Oh no, here. Hide here. Hide here. But yeah, thankfully the trolls aren't as cheap as, you know, the teachers were in that last section we just did. Because they don't see you until, you know, they fully turn around, so it's not cheap like they're not, the trolls aren't cheap like the teachers, so yeah. And unlike the teacher section, I could easily pass this section. Yeah, I could easily pass this section without getting caught, you know, if I had the motivation to, but okay, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. And we went backwards. Not good news. But yeah, that's what happens if you get caught. You get sent back to the beginning. Which, unfortunately, they didn't fix that. But you know what? It's okay because, well, we passed that last section, so we don't have to start all the way from the beginning here. So this is actually nowhere near as bad as the section we just did. Trying to get to Hagrid's hut, so yeah. Follow this troll. You know, that's what they should do when they see you. Instead of going, they should sing. You have to start over. That'd actually be pretty funny. And pretty awesome as well, if you ask me. So, yeah. Oh, that was a mistake. Thankfully though, thankfully though, we don't have to yeah, we should have thankfully though, we don't have to you know, start all the way from the beginning here. So yeah. Oh crap. Let's do this quick. There we are. Next section. Yeah, this does get harder as you go along. Thankfully, we are, as you can see, having better luck with this than we did earlier. Earlier on with the teachers. So, yeah. Oh, whoa! Good thing I saw the troll there. There we are. And that's that done. As you can see, that wasn't too hard. It wasn't like overpoweringly hard. So yeah. And so we're gonna move on to the boss fight of the Forbidden Forest, and you probably know what it is if you're a Harry Potter fan. But I'm still not gonna say the name. But yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandmas and grandpas, trolls and derps, freaks and geeks, cats and dogs, rats and mice. Allow me to introduce you to the boss of the Forbidden Forest for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PS1, the one, the only Aragog the Spider.
Who is it?
I'm a friend of Hagrid's.
Huh?
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I came.
In trouble? But why has he sent you?
They've taken him to Azkaban. They think he set a monster on students.
I
Oh God.
come from a distant land. A traveler gave me to Hagrid when I was an egg. He cared for me, kept me in a cupboard, and fed me. When I was blamed for the
How
death
nice.
of a girl, Hagrid protected me. Now, I live in the forest.
So do you know what did
We all know how you
The
got there.
thing that lives in the castle is an ancient creature we spiders fear above all others. We don't speak its name.
Okay, I'll
Pretty
just
menacing
go
voice
then.
if you ask me.
Go.
Better than Goyle's, sure.
I think not.
Alright, to go then. So basically what you have to do here, you have to take out those 4 of Aragog's branches while also trying to avoid the spiders that he sends out to attack you. This can be pretty hard because, you know, you've got to you are under quite a bit of pressure what with destroying his branches whilst also attempting to avoid his children, which obviously trying to kill you. But you know, it is pretty hard, but you know, it's not overpowering hard. So yeah. But basically, what I'd recommend doing there, once you kill, as you saw there, once you kill all Aragog spiders, he's going to you know, try to attack you himself. So what I'd recommend doing there, just move out of the way. Although I'd recommend getting him to attack his own branches because that's he actually yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, he takes them out for you, so you don't actually have to take out his branches. They're just, you know, to speed things up. So what you can do, really, the easy way to do this is destroy his spiders, and every time he comes for you, just go to where one of his branches are and he'll take them out. So yeah, he'll take out his own branches. But there's also another way to do it. You can destroy his branches manually with your spells. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm going to try doing this. There we are. So, yeah. There are 2 ways to do this boss fight, which I like. It's always good when there's more than one way to do a fight. Makes things easier and quicker. But yeah, so overall, really not that hard of a boss fight once, you know, you do it. There definitely are harder aspects to this game, and it's not, you know, there definitely are harder aspects to this game than this fight, so yeah. These spiders can just die. Are you ready? There we are. Ah, crap. Okay, that was a fail. Let's try and... let's see if we can take out this branch manually. Oh, we'll try that again. That was my fault. I wasn't quite in the right position there. That sounded wrong. So yeah. Don't be an idiot, like, another prime example of don't be an idiot like Mr. Crazy Gamer, so yeah. Another classic example of why I'm an idiot. So yeah. But yeah, so like I said earlier, there definitely are harder aspects to this game than this fight, so yeah. But anyway, that's all the branches gone, so all we can really... yeah, that's it. I was going to say all I can really do here is defeat the rest of the spiders, but that's that. So we're going to follow him down here. Let's get that chocolate frog crap. Doesn't matter. Get a crap load of beans there for our journey ahead. And here comes a flying car. And it's time for the penultimate storybook time with the one, the only, Stephen Fry.
The car screeched to a halt and Harry dived inside.
Hurry up, Ron!
The door slammed shut and Ron didn't need to touch the accelerator because the car was already speeding away. They sped out of the hollow, branches whipping the windows as the car wound its way cleverly through the widest gaps, following a path it obviously knew. After 10 noisy, rocky minutes, the trees thinned and the car stopped so suddenly they were nearly thrown through the windscreen. They had reached the edge of the forest. Harry and Ron arrived safely back in the Gryffindor common room.
What was the point of going in there? What have we found out? I'd like to know. That Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent.
Alright then. So, I think we're going to end things off here. The next part is actually just going to be a shorter part. You know, I'm going to cut it a little short.
Harry,
Just to get all the extra stuff done.
This will be a bit of a shock.
And then I'll dedicate the next part after that to the final part, to the finale of the game. So, yeah.
I am very sorry, but your friend Miss Granger was found petrified near the library. I have asked all students to remain in their house common rooms. I also have some rather bad news for you in particular, Mr. Weasley. I'm sorry to tell you that your sister, Ginny, has gone missing. The suspicion is that she has been taken into the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh no! What are we going to do? Aragog mentioned that the last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a girl was found dead in a bathroom. What if she never left that bathroom? What if she's still there? Moaning Myrtle! Go to the girl's bathroom, Ron, and find Moaning Myrtle. I'm going to find Lockhart. Lockhart? Why? He's the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, and whatever's attacking people is definitely involved in the dark arts. Okay, I'll meet you in the girls' bathroom.
Good plan. Alright then, so, yeah.
Don't worry, Ron. We'll rescue her. And then I'll close the Chamber of Secrets for good.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to do it for the third to last installment of Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PS1 with Mr. Crazy Gamer 13. I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed this video. And yep. So I'll see you in part 13 when we've finished all the extra side quests and stuff like that, when we get the remaining of the 500 beans, and also when we get the remaining famous witches and wizards cards. See you then.